If you have an advice for someone who has a bakery.
Don't open bakery.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's my main important
Podcast
advice.
ended.
Don't.
The podcast finished. Hello, beautiful people, and welcome to Kandaka Talks. We are shooting in a magical little corner in Kraków, and I'm going to tell you all about it with my guest today. Welcome to Kandaka Talks,
Hello. It's a pleasure to meet you.
Mr. Yannick.
Mr. Yannick. Only Yannick, please. Only Yannick and just ordinary guy. Yeah.
Right, let's go for it. You know how much I love your place, and I cannot hide this. First of all, what does 100 Bochenków means, which is the name of the place?
Very difficult question, but I try to make my long story short. It's history of some famous baker. I have to explain that I'm not baker. I'm not baker. I never learned this art. I never finished any school of baking, any I don't know, place where I can live. I have no tradition of baking. It was by accident and by book.
By book.
By many books. I have the biggest collection of books about bread baking in Poland, and one of the first book was a book of a guy named Robertson, and he told in this book told the history that his idea to open first bakery was to bake 100 loaves per day.
Okay.
And it should be enough to make money to live, to take care about this place and this baker.
Okay.
It's enough.
Okay.
Rest of the day you can, I don't know, surf.
Aha. Okay.
Yeah. It was in California, of course. I prefer books from United States.
How come? Oh, we dive deep already.
Yeah. Yeah, it's my style of talking.
So how come books from United States, especially that you're a Polish
First
person?
one, I book on flea market
Flea market.
for, I don't know, 10 zlotych.
Aha. And you managed to find those gems in flea market?
I bought this book because it was nice.
Okay.
I know nothing about bread baking, nothing, completely nothing, because it was very far from my world and my reality in that times.
Let me stop you there. I'm going to interrupt you. What was your reality in that time, and when was this?
I say that I have few lives. In my previous life, I was IT guy.
IT guy.
IT guy. I work with numbers, with databases, big data, very big databases. And this was my world. This was my reality. As now I know, it was virtual reality only. Someday I realized that virtual life in IT world, there are only numbers 1 and 0, nothing else. Everything what you see on the computer, on the screen of computer, the beautiest picture, the numbers, the words, even this movie, it's only 1 and 0. Only this, nothing else. So and you need power supply to see it. When you lost, yeah, without power supply, there is nothing. It's not only 1 and 0, there is nothing. And someday I realized that I want to make something what I can touch without Wi-Fi and without power supply. There was bread. And reason was this book I bought on flea market. My wife asked me, could you make bread for us? You can make anything you want. Condition, important condition, you want.
You want.
You want, yeah. My way or no way.
Okay.
Only.
And you found this book. You got it to bake your wife the bread that she wanted, and it took off from there.
Books are only source of my knowledge about bread baking.
Not YouTube channels, not courses, none of that. Okay. Wow.
Now I try to use YouTube channel to give my knowledge to other people. Yeah,
Very old school way that you learned how to.
because I'm very old school guy, very tradition and very old fashioned guy. Yeah.
And look at that! Like, you're a legit proof to me that in 2025, old school ways are still the ways that we keep on wanting to come back to. Keep on, like, we're hungry for old school ways.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And remember that not only our generation or your generation, because it's two different generations, but last few thousand years, people make the same what I'm doing now.
It's a beautiful way to connect,
Yeah.
to feel the connection.
Yeah. It's my new idea to say about it. It's not important language, tradition, area of world where you live. It's not important. Some thing like bread baking, for me, the main important, it's something general, universal.
It's like a universal language.
Yeah.
And let me ask you this. So, what year was that when you found that book in the flea market?
I focus on this book because there was a nice picture on the shelf.
On the cover.
Yeah, on the cover. Yeah. And when I came back to home with this book and started reading, at the same moment I realized that it's my world.
Immediately.
Yeah, in the same moment.
And that was way before you actually start baking. Baking, you have a bakery, you see the.
I baked one bread. It was like lava. Yeah, as lava and with color as lava.
Like
Yeah, and flexibility like lava. There was break, I don't know, a few years. And someday I make some reorganization on my shelf and find this book again. And there was this moment.
It keeps coming back to you.
Yeah.
You didn't tell me around what year was that? Like, do you remember?
More than 10.
More than 10 years ago.
Yeah. Because 12 years ago, I bought my first digital camera.
Okay.
And I have me in my iPhone library with my photos. And the oldest are from 12 years ago. And there are doughs and loaves and breads and rolls and
In the memories of 12 years ago. That's so nice.
yeah. So I think it was more than 12 years. I note every bread.
Really?
The first part of my trip, I wrote a note. I gave a number for every loaf in my collection.
How did that go? Like, how did you, like, it feels like you had a love relationship with every loaf of bread that you made in the beginning.
Because I was IT guy. I had every item in the right place. It's like a database.
Aha, I get it.
It was our agreement with my best friend, Lucas. He promised me that when I make first 1,000 breads, loaves, we will make together trip to Hawaii.
Whoa.
But very fast we realized that 1,000 is a very small number.
Seriously?
Yeah. Then was 5,000, then was 10,000, and after 30,000 loaves, I stopped with counting.
Wow. After 30,000, you stopped counting. So you answered one of my questions.
In home reality with ordinary oven in the kitchen and grab like
Not counting what's in the bakery.
more than 30,000 loaves at home.
Oh, wow. That's huge.
No, when you bake every day and more than one per day.
Interesting.
Yeah.